We're rolling.
We are? When did
We
you
are.
hit the button?
When you were looking down.
Hi, friends. I'm Katie.
And I'm Lauren. And welcome to Okay, But Did You Know? A podcast where we talk about the TV and media that we love with a friend who's never seen it before.
Today we're recapping and chatting about Bob's Burgers, Season 12, Episode 13, Forget Me Not, and Episode 14, Video Killed the Genio Star. But let's start off with our synopsis for Episode 13, Forget Me Not. Teddy has received an invitation from the Navy to attend a farewell ceremony. The frigate he'd worked on during his term is being decommissioned. Teddy is nervous to attend because he fell into the ocean during a deployment twice in one evening. Linda motivates Teddy to go, and the family joins him. Bob joins Jean and Tina in learning how to tie knots, while Louise and Linda learn the sailors get to pick something off the ship as a keepsake. The two decide to try and find a piece of the ship for Teddy since he didn't put in his request to do so in time. They come across a bell and rip it off the wall, but discover it is the deck bell that was rung when he fell off the ship, and it is meant to be used at the end of the ceremony. They're caught trying to put the bell back, but are accused of stealing it. Teddy's shipmates explain that they were only teasing him as friends, and Bob helps save the day after one of the shipmates falls overboard. What'd you get for the vacant storefront?
This is revenge.
It is. This is like just natural karma.
Yeah. I want to specs you up, opticians. I fucking hate saying that. I think a little piece of my soul died there.
Play on the song "I Want to Sex You Up" by Color Me Bad.
I think it's the fact of I wouldn't. There's certain puns I don't mind them depending on the context of the episode. It's that on top of a Teddy episode.
And then you have your pest control truck.
Catch Me If You Ant.
And that's for the 2002 movie, Catch Me If You Can, which is, I will say, that's a really good movie.
I have heard good things.
Like, DiCaprio really does have a lot of great movies out there. Why it took him so long to get his Oscar, I'll never fucking understand. But, you know, that was younger DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just kind of like, it's another Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Can we not? Like, I think I'm done. I mean, if he would date somebody over the age of, like, what is it, 23, 24?
Some of that, yeah.
Like, how old is he now?
Not that.
Nowhere near. I mean, he's dating people that's like 20 years younger than him.
Yep.
And yes, I know we like some age gap sometimes, but when it's an older man dating younger women,
it's different. Like it is a double standard, but like,
yeah,
there's also like more of a power imbalance that way.
Yep.
I mean, like, to be fair, like what we were talking about before with the Sasha Alexander scenes from Shameless, like, yes, she was.
That's a power imbalance.
That's a severe power imbalance because he's literally his professor. But like, I don't know, still hot though.
Yeah, I don't find it hot when men are doing that as much though because it's so common.
Same.
But when we live in the world that we do, that we are all seeing what men have been doing, that we are discovering, it's harder to look at it. It's harder to compare the two and agree that they're the same. Like, no, they feel more different.
Yeah. Well, because like you have to look at like the emotional maturity and like, and to be fair, there are some older men that have the emotional maturity of a 20-year-old. Like, to be fair, that is the case.
Yeah.
But the issue is that emotional immaturity comes with a lot of power, usually either it being money or space or literal power over something. Like when because usually when an older woman is with a younger man, and we're definitely generalizing, and like not to say that there aren't also problematic dynamics that are older woman, younger man.
They're 100%.
Or just the overall
the age gap.
That has to do with the age gap, also especially with same sex couples as well. It can happen regardless of the gender of the people involved. However, when it is women involved, usually the younger man is usually a lot more emotionally mature than his peers.
Yeah. I have to
agree with that. When an older man is dating a younger woman, a lot of times, at least what we see, I'm going to say what we see explored in media. We're going to use that as the example just to make think we're not.
That's a better example, I think.
When it's that way, it's a woman with the emotional maturity of someone her age.
Yeah.
Like, and the man too, but the man too, again, like I said, comes usually with a lot of money. So.
Fair.
Yeah.
So, some fun facts, of course. The title puns Forget Me Not, a common colloquial name for the flowers of the myosotis plant. Myosotis. I can read.
If you say so.
I would hope I could read after being a book influencer.
I meant if you say so as to how it's pronounced. I believe you can read.
Yeah, you do pay more attention to how things are pronounced. You kind of have to.
I have to be.
You have to be. This episode expands on the fact that Teddy was in the Navy, a fact first brought up in the Helen Hunt. The ship featured in this episode is the USS Gertrude Stein, named for the modernist author and poet. The hull code is DE 1025, meaning the ship is actually a destroyer escort and not a frigate, as mentioned, and was built before 1975 when the DE classification was discontinued. The hull code in reality was used by the USS Bauer, and all the ships in its class were stricken in the early 1970s.
Okay.
The song the Brass Kissers Navy trumpet band play is Barracuda by Heart.
Yes.
I love Heart. God, I love
I did
them.
hear that. That was good. It honestly, it got an extra personal point because of that.
Oh, good. And Gene states that the USS Gertrude Stein's knot tying workshop will teach him how to tie his shoes. He first talks about this inability to tie his shoes in Seven Tween again. I only got 3 lines. I have to say, this episode for me did not have a lot of fun lines.
I have 8, but they're not all winners.
That's fair, but I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. Then it becomes an artificial reef for fish and sea monsters, I assume.
Yeah, Dad, I hear you're supposed to do fun activities with your kids.
Lot of middles, Malcolm. Said they're not all winners.
Sunken treasure is what I call Dad's butt.
I kind of do care about it. It comes up quite a bit in therapy. I thought that was funny. All right, is it now? Do I just keep going?
I got one more, and then you keep going.
One more? Okay.
Sorry about my mom. It's okay. I have one, too.
She's like Ken Burns in there.
That's actually a good one.
It says bring the whole family. It doesn't say whose family. Come on, let's go touch stuff we're not supposed to. Rope. I know rope. Like I said, they're not all winners. And then they never said the sea. They never said the sea was fair.
Oh my goodness.
Just true.
So it's a Teddy episode.
Yes, it is a Teddy episode. I honestly very much forgot that he was in the Navy. I didn't need that reminder.
I do feel a little bit bad for Teddy in this because, like, I mean, it's kind of funny to me after growing up where I did because I've known people from every branch of the military. I could spot someone in the military even if they're in civvies from a mile away. Like, my grandfather was a drill sergeant. Which is ironic since the 2 people I've dated that were in the military were both in the Navy.
In the Navy.
Like, I never dated. I grew up, around Army people, but ended up with people in the Navy.
Yeah, funny? I don't think I know any naval officers. The book that I narrated that is British naval officers came out today.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah, The Admiral's Daughter. The Admiral's Daughter by Alison Root. It is all British accents because this is set on a British Navy ship and everyone is English.
Oh.
And I was very it's sapphic.
That's what matters.
Don't look so disappointed. But yeah, it's
I dated people in the Navy, so I'm not exactly overly excited.
I mean, it's a cute one because like this one, so it's a one night stand when like the sailor River when she's on shore leave. And then it turns out the woman she had the one night stand with is the Admiral's daughter, and she's a journalist, and she's actually there because she's going to be doing like a profile for recruitment for the Navy. We're talking the British Navy. Maybe there's a difference. I don't know. But so they're going to be stuck on the ship for like, I think it's like a 6-week deployment, like while they do training exercises before like they go for like an actual deployment. So they're gonna be stuck there, but then so we got forced proximity because it's one night stand, and oh no, she's showing up now, and then River has to is the one assigned to show her around the ship that way she doesn't get lost and stuff. She's kind of her escort, and then it kind of turns into a little bit of an expose on the culture of homophobia that's being fostered on the ship, and then a fire happens and everything gets cut short because so after what should be 6 weeks was 2 weeks, and they have to go back. But then feelings had happened at some point. I'm so good at plugging my own books.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. I'm so proud of you.
Doing so great. I mean, really, the real for most of my friends, I think the real draw is, do you want to hear me talk like this for 9 hours?
I can do that anyways.
Because truthfully, that's what you get.
All
different
I
dialects.
Do is find you on a random day where you just have the time to sit with me, and you'll just start doing that.
I do. It's fun. Well, so the reason why I started doing that book, because again, that was the book where I was like, I was a little too flattered to say no, because I was like, are you sure you've heard me speak? That same author had me in mind for her next series, which is the 2 MCs, one is American, one is British, and she had heard some of my English samples that I put out there, and having now read that first book, I'm like, oh no, this is mine. Yes, this is me. Because it's a 3-book series. It follows the same couple in 3 different stages of life. The first one is new adult. It is their senior year of high school, but they're 18 going on 19, so open door stuff does happen. But I think that's going to be a cute one, because like hopefully I can remember to do some kind of marketing of like, it's a cute one to listen to when you go on a walk, because the book is called Walk With Me, and it's like, one is the cheer captain, one's an artsy kid, and like she's trying to get her to actually like do more in phys ed because like she has to, but then she gets Eden to run a 5K by the end of the book.
Can y'all tell how much Lauren doesn't like this episode?
I'm talking about literally anything else. Hey, don't pretend you didn't do the same thing in the last episode we just recorded.
I ran out of notes.
I don't have that many either.
I didn't have any notes.
I have some, but like not a lot.
I got barely anything for it. I was like, this was boring. I'm sorry. But like, good things still happened, so it wasn't horrible. At least we got, Bob struggling.
Yeah, honestly, I think that might have been the most interesting thing was Bob trying to tie the first knot that they gave them. Because like, is the bowline, would that be the appropriate knot for what they did at the end?
I think so. I didn't do Navy shit. I did Army shit. My knots were different. Because I did have to learn how to tie certain knots, because I did Raiders in JRTC, and I was far side for One Rope Bridge. I think I've explained One Rope Bridge to you before. Mm-hmm. They were smart. My team was smart. My colonel was really smart, because he was like, hey, let's put the shortest person on far side and the tallest person on near side. So that way, when you put people on their carabiner on a rope, they just slide down. Instead of having to pull themselves across. What did you just find?
There's a bug on my wall. I found a slipper, so I just killed the bug.
I'm leaving this in. Are you happy now?
I'm very proud of myself. Because I would have been watching that thing crawl around.
Oh my god.
It's dead
never
now.
A dull moment with you.
That wasn't so that I could stall. That was because I didn't want to keep staring at the bug crawling around next to me.
But obviously you do not enjoy the Teddy episode.
Not particularly. I did like when Louise went up to the bar and she ordered like the drink, and the bartender's like, I'm not gonna do that. I like that Louise still did the monkey noise. Like we still have that childlike whimsy.
Oh, of course. It is Louise.
But like Teddy falling off the ship twice in the same night is the least surprising thing ever.
And, like, I think that's why I'm so surprised is after growing up around military, all you do when you're, like, in the military doesn't matter what branch. Obviously, there's branch infighting because we all talk about how, like, Marines love to eat crayons. But, like, it's the same within wherever you are. You're always fucking with each other. You're on a ship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Teddy should probably have a thicker skin due to that. Like, it's like, because, like, at least with Army, you have to go somewhere, but you're, like, on land. You can go places. You can do stuff. When you're in the Navy, you are stuck on that ship for months on end with the same people.
Yeah.
You have to have a thick skin if you're going to be in the military. Mm-hmm. Please tell me you've seen the stuff about Marines.
Yes.
No. Okay, good. I was like, please don't let that just be, like, a because I live near an Army base type situation.
Mm-hmm. No, you're good.
I grew up. I'm not near it anymore, but grew up near an Army base. But yeah. So, would you rate this one? Because there's nothing else to say.
There's nothing. It's just this episode. This episode just exists. Like, it's And also, my last comment before I get to my score is the guy teaching the rope tying to Bob. When he said, like, this is how we teach the little kids, he didn't slow down. He just went from using rope terminology to a rabbit metaphor. That doesn't make it any easier to follow.
Yeah.
Like, you have to slow it down, because he clearly wasn't seeing what you were doing. I wasn't going to try and do it myself, because I don't care. But I have no rope.
I do.
But, I do, yeah. I know you do. I gave it 7s for plot and character. It is what it is. And I gave it an extra personal point for it being the SS Gertrude Stein and for them playing Barracuda. So I got a 22. Like, I didn't actively hate it. Like I gave an 18 recently. Like it was just boring.
Yeah, I gave character 6. Like there wasn't really much redeeming character in this. I was just kind of annoyed with it. I think it's because I grew up around military. Like, yeah, this isn't realistic in my mind. Mm-hmm. It's just not. Teddy being boo-hoo, my feelings are hurt because they gave me this mean nickname because I fell off the ship twice within like an hour. Mm-hmm. No, man, that name is completely like that's what you should be. It was a good nickname. I'd be like, yeah, nah, my ass did that. Like that's just how the military works, regardless of branch. Mm-hmm. And so I think I was a little annoyed with that because, like, that's been my whole life. My grandfather was a drill sergeant. Like, the shit I have heard in my life.
Fair.
And then plot and personal, I gave 7. So this is a 20 for me.
Okay.
Like, I literally grew up, like, in JRTC, and every time you turned around, we had recruiters at the school constantly. Like, to the point it was kind of weird that the recruiters treated us like we were their friends for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
They recruit us. Oh, yeah. Like, I have my whole thing and a whole spiel I could go on about the tactics that the U.S. military uses when it comes to high school students to, trick them and get them to recruit them into the military. Mm-hmm. It's actually pretty predatory, and I hate it because I lived it. It. I was almost in the army. Thankfully, I'm not, but it's very predatory. So... But I also have too much knowledge of the military. So this was unrealistic to me.
Fair.
Episode 14. Video killed the Genio star. The Belcher sisters both receive mysterious notes from Courtney where she asks them to convince Jean to be in her music video. She offers them candy to be in the video and to convince Jean, but Jean insists the song stinks. He finally gives in and goes to her house to record his line in practice. He struggles with the originality and upsets Courtney when he snaps about how much he hates the song and dance. He finds her to apologize and they finish filming her music video. Meanwhile, the adults are suspicious of a customer and his briefcase. He accidentally leaves without it, and Linda and Teddy go to lengths to open it. They break it in the process and find out it is filled with walnuts. The customer turns right after they've damaged his briefcase, but nothing is said. What did you get for the vacant storefront?
Under the Tuscan sponge, Italian cleaning supplies.
What makes the cleaning supplies Italian?
There's a little mustache on it. That's all I got.
The fact that you actually put your finger under your nose, like, yeah, you're a millennial.
I must ask you a question, but I'm shaving it for later.
Oh my god.
We've both gone probably easily a decade without hearing someone say that.
I have gone a decade. Like, think of all the bitches that got, like, the fucking mustache tattooed on the inside of their finger just to fuck around like that. And I'm just like, that is the dumbest tattoo you could have ever gotten.
Like, that generation of that humor, like, I want to say maybe even longer than 10 years. Because, like, I feel like that was, like, the height of that was high school. And the other day I was looking for something else. And I found a video from my 16th birthday party of my best friend who's going to be getting married this coming Friday.
Oh my god, I love this.
I found a video of a speech she made because it was the only thing we did for my 16th birthday was literally we just hung out in my basement with my karaoke machine the entire night. That's all we did. So I have videos of all of my friends at 16 doing that. But it was this very 16-year-old, her like baby face. Like you forget how young you look at that time or how you sound. I don't even sound the same. Like I'm much higher pitched. It's hilarious, but
I'm lower.
Yeah, I'm much higher pitched back then, not now.
No, I know. Yeah, my voice went way lower.
I'm like I'm like, I think my voice was like all the way kind of up here at that point. I don't know why I sounded like this. I don't know. But I found it and I sent it to her and I went, I had to see this, so do you. You're welcome.
That's something you play at her wedding.
Nah, unfortunately, because I don't want to subject anyone to, because here's the thing is, to do that, I'd have to subject everyone to me at that age, and even I don't want to do that.
Oh, but I would love that.
No, I'm going to stick with my lovely speech that I wrote that took me, I think I read it to my mom the other day. She went, oh, that is so nice. I was like, took 4 drafts and their entire engagement to write that, because I really did start writing it basically as soon as they got engaged.
I remember that, yeah.
And I sent it to the other bridesmaids, and one of them went, I'm surprised this only took you 4. I'm like, okay, 4 like complete drafts. Like there was editing of each one before I kind of just like tore it down and tried again.
What'd you get for the pest control truck?
Flaming of the Shrew.
Yeah, but you have burgers.
There are 2 burgers, right?
Yes.
Do. House of 1,000 Porkses burger topped with ham and bacon.
I'd eat it.
Yeah. And the I Stilton haven't found what time been looking for burger. So many puns. Also, Stilton in time. Stilton in time. I probably tastes good. It's too many puns.
Too many puns. So the title is a reference to the 1979 The Buggles hit Video Killed the Radio Star, which is now in my head because it's hard not to see the words and just sit there and kind of, Yeah. In Doug's studio, there is a poster for the 45th Serial Jingle Awards and Roller Dance 1984. The first poster references his occupation as a jingle writer, and the latter references his roller dance career. Doug's open pit barbecue sauce vocal warm-up is possibly a reference to the show 30 Rock, in which a character, Jenna Maroney, uses the same line to test a room's acoustics.
Yep.
Courtney's friends from The Unbearable Likeness of Jean, Rupa, and Julie both appear in the music video. This is the first time following that episode where their friendship with Courtney is seen, which has been a while.
Yeah.
The version of Locker Love played over the end credits was sung by the show's music coordinator, Emily Goldstein, and composer Brent Knopf, who did arrangements in the two-part The Bleakening episodes.
Nice.
And in terms of viewership, this episode was the least watched in season 12 with only 0.949 million viewers, and the entire series until it was surpassed by another episode that is later in this season.
The open pit barbecue sauce thing, that makes sense, because if you think about it, Courtney's dad, like, he's the kind of person that would idolize Jenna Maroney.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like, that makes so much sense.
So I have 5 lines.
I have 11.
Holy shit. Is that a record?
I have no idea.
All right, let's go.
Bonding, making inside jokes. For example, banana.
It's hard to argue with someone making perfect sense.
Apparently there's a hole in Jackson. I'm going to go see if I can help.
Or what we're all thinking. Plutonium, right? I wish I hadn't sold my Geiger counter.
Oh, I had that one. Which is okay, considering I have 11.
Right?
You are literally taking candy from babies.
Maybe blow it, don't blowhole it.
If this was a movie, you'd get killed first, Bob.
It's like a Frankenstein of every other video, but less interesting than Frankenstein.
It's Bob's Burgers, not Bob Walks Through Doors.
I feel like we were just in the presence of death.
Don't blame me. Blame Bobby Quick Poops. Yeah, okay. I think it's going amazing. I feel like I could rip the lockers off the wall.
That sugar high.
That was an intense sugar high. You know teens and their duct tape.
Yeah. Actually,
honestly, yes. Teens do love duct tape. Yeah, that's it. That's my last line.
Teens really do love their duct tape, though. Like, I remember having friends making the duct tape wallets and just, like, they would just cut.
Oh, yeah.
I had one friend who had, like, every color she could find and would, like, make stuff all the time, but she would, like, keep them on her arm.
Doesn't duct tape still do the prom dress design contest?
Yeah, I think that they do. Like, teenagers love duct tape.
Yeah, the Duck Brand. Yeah, it's a scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you design a dress or an outfit out of duct tape. Yeah, the brand Stuck at Prom scholarship contest entry. Yeah, it's a $10,000 college scholarship.
Hell yeah.
to make shit out of duct tape. Good job.
Yeah,
good
make
on
all
you,
your
duck
money
brand.
back. Make all your money back from all the fucking duct tape that you buy.
You need a lot of duct tape for those dresses.
You really do. I'd be taking donations. Be like, everybody help! I just really want to. I want to do well.
Yeah.
But this was this is a lot better in my personal opinion.
This was more entertaining. I will say I found honestly the briefcase storyline more interesting than the music video.
I thought it was really disconnected and weird.
It is like the whole thing is, but the thing that's probably why it's like, because it is the parents and what they're doing when the kids are away doing something else. And the fact that like it's a not so busy Saturday and the kids aren't there means the parents can do a little more wacky hijinks. But I found them breaking into the briefcase to be more entertaining.
Well, like this is one of those episodes that I feel you can really see where the show was into more of its family friendly style, because we're getting yet another lesson, and this lesson is obviously sometimes we do things for people that we care about and who are our friends or someone we love, even if we don't want to do it because it makes them happy. Which is not a bad lesson, because there's plenty of things in my lifetime that I'm like, this isn't really my favorite. I don't really want to do it, but I'm going to because I really care about this person. And sometimes it ends up just being a lot of fun. Like it helps you try new things, so it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
The walnuts was just fucking weird. Like I was like, how did they shake it and not hear walnuts?
Well, if there were so many of them, they're not going to move around as much.
I don't know. It was just,
but you know, I liked their tactic of this briefcase has general officey stuff. This one doesn't. Let's feel it and see how it feels. Like that fucking was Teddy, like this is stupid logic. I'm behind it. I like it.
Oh my god.
Him breaking the hinge was, I mean, made sense. Like something that one was just like wacky hijinks. First, maybe that's why I like kind of more entertaining, because like the kid storyline was a little more moral heavy, which is fine, but just. It was because like part of me was like, I like that Gene had his creative ethics. I did think he was putting a little too much stake in this music video that was going to get 50 views. You know?
Like it felt like a lovely Rebecca Black moment.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like watching this. Which I have to say, she ended up going on and getting like wonderful voice training and she's doing amazing. Actually, she has a beautiful voice.
Yeah,
it was just that was very obviously my dad paid for us to be able to do this type situation with that song.
Yeah.
But that's how, and which is what Doug is doing. He has the equipment. He might as well do it.
Yeah.
Like, he knows how to do it.
He was a little too into directing this child's music video.
It's Doug.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the storyboarding of, like, how they kind of did that, like, that is how they taught us in my video production classes in high school on how to storyboard, like, you know, doing it shot for shot and figuring out if you're gonna be close up, a wide shot, if we're gonna pan or do other things. And
that's exactly how you do it.
Yeah. And then we made weird videos. I don't remember what we like. I'm like trying to think of like the only I don't remember what we did in my, cause I did advanced video production as well, because my school offered multiple levels of this shit for some reason. But in basic, I do remember I mentioned before we recreated Super Bowl ads.
You recreated Super Bowl ads?
Like, yeah, basically, like, he found a repository for us to just, like, look at old ones, and we basically got to just redo them. Like, we had to use, like, the same frames, the same shots, the same, like, we didn't change the ad, we just redid it ourselves. And my group picked an old Pepsi ad that was, like, rock, paper, scissors situation. It was funny. But we also did some kind of how-to video that was, like, how to open your locker, but we had to make it, like, as convoluted as possible.
Oh, I love that.
So it was a how-to, but it was like, make it ridiculous. So ours, was like, it was how to open your locker, but somewhere involved was like, you had to shove a nerd into the locker or you had to take the nerd out. I don't know. One of our group mates was really, really skinny and he actually fit in our lockers.
I was able to fit in my lockers when I was a kid, like in high school, but I wasn't even 5 foot until I hit 16. So I could fit probably anywhere. There's actually my cooler at work. I think if I took everything out of it, I could fit inside of it.
That's terrifying.
How's that terrifying?
It's like a little. I'm just imagining like contortionism.
It's not that much contortionism if you think about it.
Yeah.
I have gotten a lot smaller.
Fair.
Like, I love that I am, like, doing my whole thing of building muscle and everything, but I have lost a lot of body fat. And so, like, I look in the mirror sometimes and I'm like, fuck, I got tiny. What's happening? I'm freezing all the time. So there's your answer.
Yes.
So I'm realizing, I'm like, oh, I can fit places. This is funny. I can. I'm an adult.
Yeah, we are.
I don't like being the more adultier adult. I know that sounds so fucking like millennial and shit, but we are in our 30s, so now we actually are the adults, and I'm like, God damn it.
Well, it's like I told you, we were on the phone before, and I was saying, like, I've become the person at my job, like, and like I've been there 2.5 years. Like, at this point I should have the knowledge and whatever that like people who aren't on my team, people from other teams know what I do and know when to ask me questions and things. And it's like, and like, I am the person that they go to when they have a question because I am the person who's supposed to have the answer. And most of the time I do. Like today, like when I was talking to my coworker, I was like, so I asked her, I'm like, do you think I should do this? Like, she's like, well, I'll leave that to you. I think you could. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my decision, not yours. And I had a decision and I made it. And I was like, you know what, let's look into this. And if it does this, then I'll do this. And if it doesn't do this, then I'll do that. I'm saying this so vaguely. Woman. I'm doing this so vaguely as to not dox myself. But you know what's really funny is I got excited about this during my therapy. And we can go back to the episode after this. But my company creates standards for things. That's all I'm going to say. That's the most I'm willing to say.
I know what you do.
You know what I do. You know the company that I work for. Most people have it. You know of it. Most people know what the name is. Most people have encountered or is in passing seen something that is made to this company's standard. And the plushie that I bought at BookCon, I was like, you know what, let me see if this says it was made in compliance with a specific standard. And it was. And I knew exactly which standard it was. And I'm like, I am excited about this. And that's a little sad.
You're 30.
I'm a nerd. What can I say?
Look, I can't say much. I got excited about a bourbon that we have at work the other day.
Like, we like
simply so I could serve it.
We get excited about the stuff we get excited about. And like in my case, I think it's a good thing that I like my day job because I don't plan to leave it for creative endeavors. Unless creative endeavors make me millions, which I don't think they're going to.
This is kind of job related since I'm working on my certification soon, but I actually had a lady at the gym this morning who was like, asked me like how many sets I had left. I had just started. So I was like, you can work in with me if you want. Like, I'll move the weights if you need me to, whatever you need me to do. If you want to do a different weight, how much weight were you thinking of doing? And she goes, oh, only about 25 pounds, which in my brain, I'm like, the barbell's 45 pounds. I got 15 on each side. This is 75 pounds, which I just got back into the gym. So that will go over 100 soon.
That's still a good
after
number,
using dumbbell. Yeah, after using dumbbells for only 2 years, this is my second leg day since going back to the actual physical gym and having access to these things. So she was like, I was only thinking of doing like this much. She goes, fuck it, I'll try it. She did it.
Yeah.
And I was really proud and like I felt really good because like I was fully ready to like jump in and I was spotting her and everything. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm doing exactly what I need to do. Because I had the knowledge. I was able to help. I was able to like, it was really nice. It was really nice. I enjoyed it.
That's good.
So the things that we like and end up doing as adults.
Yeah, but I'll say this about Gene. It does, because I know we've seen other episodes of him and his like musical prowess when he has to like actually do it and actually try, and it's not great. However, it takes pretty significant musical knowledge to intentionally sing a different note.
Yes,
because that means you know how to sing the right note. And like matching is hard to do if your ear is not trained. If your ear isn't good for it, like I can
match pretty well. Like I think I can match pretty well if I can hit the note. If I can hit that note,
that's the important.
If I can't hit that note, it ain't happening.
It's different. But like when I did like the singing live, whatever, on TikTok and stuff, and like people are like, how do you know all these songs? Like, I listen to them and I internalize them and I regurgitate them back. I don't know how to help you there.
Yeah, we literally sit here and listen to the song over and over again and sing it.
Yeah. But like there's some things like that kind of matching, that kind of mimicry and stuff like that, to being able to hold on to melodies and know what to do with your voice to get it there is the kind of thing that's like it can be taught. It is a skill. It's not it's like, if we really think about it, none of us are really ingrained to do that. We just happen to get musical education early on.
Yeah.
Like I am very fortunate. My school had a great music department through every level. Like, and you don't really realize that that's what they were having you do until you're older and you have to, oh, that's what we're doing.
And it all starts with that recorder. It all starts with that recorder that you learn how to use when you're young. Because for me, it went recorder, and then I learned violin, but I was one of those kids that I learned sheet music and violin very easily. I was really good, to the point they wanted to push me up further, and they were like, nope, she's like naturally picking this up. You guys need to put her up into something more than what we are capable of. That didn't last due to reasons. Only then for the singing to start.
I did recorder. I did piano lessons outside of school because we had a piano teacher that was like literally up the street. And then I did violin as that had been 4th grade, I think, is when we started violin. Which
Same.
I only did that.
I think I was 4th and 5th grade.
I only did that through 7th grade because by the time I got to 8th grade, that was when I've done my rant about how our chamber chorus worked. Basically, my schedule would have been wacky if I tried to do both, and I didn't want to, and it was just easier. And I was kind of done with doing the violin anyway.
I kind of want to pick it back up again.
I'm okay without it. Here's the thing.
I miss doing that.
I taught myself how to play the ukulele. I'm okay. I fairly well for a self-taught ukulele person. I'm pretty happy with my skills.
Well, I feel like everybody picks up a guitar, and I'm just like, what if I picked a violin back up?
Yeah. And then I did voice lessons from 7th grade all the way through high school. That's when I'd say, like, technically speaking, I was a classically trained soprano for like 6 years. I say that literally from 7th to 12th grade.
So what, that'd be classically trained for 3 or 4 years for
That's
me?
what I call it.
I say classically trained as well because like it was straight up, it was chorus. I went to freaking All County. Like, I'm classically trained.
Yeah. And then
I need to find better like voice training practices.
I want to get back into it. Besides just like the regular audiobook coaching and like performance coaching, I want to do like actual voice lessons again someday.
I would love to do that.
I miss that. There's definitely a level of my high notes that I do kind of miss just having just for the hell of it. But
when I was
also
training
took
regularly,
a piano class
like
in
I
college.
went up. Yeah. When I was studying like regularly, I think the teacher would help me go up 2 octaves and down another 2. Yeah. Like after a year of doing it, and I'm just like, damn, I'd love to have that back. I could still go that low. I just can't go that high anymore.
Like with the technical stuff, singing is a skill. Anyone can learn it. Like, it may seem like some people are just and some people do have a natural aptitude to learn it. That's the important part, is the natural aptitude to learn.
Yeah.
So.
But like, I enjoy music. I enjoy sheet music. I enjoy all that. Like, would love to be able to do that again. Like, you and I have talked about doing stuff together. We just haven't done it.
Yeah, we just gotta like figure out times to actually do it.
Honestly, and so I'll see you in 4 months because I'm so fucking busy. But I understand where Jean's coming from, though, because I would also be annoyed if I went in to do a project like this and then they just put that over my voice instead of, like, I get where he's coming from. Where he's coming from. I also would probably not be into that.
Like, he's trying every possible way to get out of this and everything, and I get that. And like, he was helping out. His sister's got the candy and stuff like that. Like, that's why that's why he was doing it. But it's the story being like, you know, sometimes we do things for people we love, whether it's for us or not, which I get. I think that's a good thing to like, that compromise is it. Like, I think that's the lessons there is compromise. But there's also there should also be a story here of like, sometimes it is better to not sugarcoat things. You can't go about it. You just can't. You have to go about it. You can still be nice when telling your friends the truth.
Yeah.
Like, yes, this is music she enjoys. He doesn't personally like it. Yes, this is like, and like more people like mainstream things. That's why they're mainstream than like Gene likes his weird Christmas funk. Like, that's okay that we have different opinions and different tastes from our friends.
But that's what I would usually say to my friends with stuff like that. I would just say, that's not really for me. Like, yeah, I read, like this is just like reading as an example. I don't read a lot of smut. It's just not my thing. I do read it from time to time. It's you literally narrate it. Like, and that's perfectly fine. You don't think of me any differently because I don't read a lot of it. And I think it's cool that you fucking narrate it. Like, that's how easy it is. Like, that's not really my thing, but I love that it makes you happy. And I'm, like, proud of you. Like, you can still be a good friend and be like, that's not for me. But
exactly.
And then that could have been like sorry.
It's a little different because I'm not asking you to do it with me.
How funny would that be? I would giggle too much.
Well, as if I don't also giggle. Like, there's a comment of mine has gone weirdly viral. Because Pagan's video went viral, but it was it was like something about work. So the video Pagans, as I actually just saw the comment has 3,500 likes, but because the video was like, do you think it's like what is it like to record like the spicy stuff, and like her thing is like how like you stop and giggle all the time. And my comment was, I still can't read Good Girl with a straight face. Like, I had an author today post a video, like I did Good Girl in one of like the snippets I had for her, and she posted that. I was like, oh, that's one of my better ones. Like, it was literally like that. But truthfully though, Pagan, like, and then she's like, oh, I haven't gotten that yet, and actually we're working on an audiobook together where I think she's gonna get to say that. But like, I sit here and giggle at the weird stuff that I say. So, like, just because it comes out sexy does not mean it started that way.
I love that, though. It makes me happy that you're happy.
Yeah, it's fun. If it wasn't fun, there's no point in doing it.
That was more so my point, you know? But what did you rate this one?
I gave it 8s across the board. This is, like, generically enjoyable, so 24.
I actually gave it 7s across the board, so it's a 21.
Nice.
Like, it's a good episode. I think I'm just kind of like, why are there walnuts?
Fair.
Like, that's where I'm, like, weirded out. I'm like, walnuts?
Which do you prefer, walnuts or eggs?
Fuck me.
Thank you all for listening. Join us next time when we discuss Once Upon a Time, episode 612, Murder Most Foul. Don't forget to like, rate, and follow the podcast wherever you listen so you can be notified every time we publish a new episode. Follow us at OBDYK_pod on Instagram and Blue Sky. And if you'd like to join our Patreon, you can find the link with more details in our show notes.
This has been an episode of Okay, But Did You Know? A TV and media podcast. It was hosted by Katie and Lauren and edited by Katie.